Good morning, sub traders, and happy Wednesday, everybody. As always, 9 a.m., 30 minutes till the market opens up, and we got a nice little runner. I'm pretty happy. A lot of you guys were able to jump on this ASST. Looks like she's in play again. Good to see you, Bob, Lawrence, Bill, everyone. Text. Yeah, nice little run. 8 o'clock this morning. Boom. Stock ran from 63 cents to a buck 50, up 154%. What a really, really nice move on that. She's still looking strong, and she is on our watch list. And let me get my little legal pad here and write it down because we're going to add it and put on our alerts. Remember, the market's not even open up yet, so this is just basically the beginning. Who knows? I was checking. We're going to check level 4 in a couple of minutes once we go through the list, and then we'll see what's happening. But before we do that, let's talk about the big news. Two big things that are coming out. So obviously, the Feds are actually talking today and going into tomorrow. We'll see if they're going to lower the rates, something like that. The market kind of likes that. Also, there are rumors going on that China is going to be talking to us in Switzerland, I think, over the weekend. So Trump made I don't know what it is, but he always has to put people on their toes. Said there's this big news coming out. I hope so. If some people are long, if you're short, you did pretty well these last couple of days, but the market's literally there just waiting for something big news. They need a deal being signed. So who knows? We'll see what happens over this weekend. But so far, the news, they do like the news on it. The market is up. And, there was a couple of nice little bounces. But we're going to check out some of the stocks that came out. Obviously, I want to post up really quick on the earnings announcements that came here. Let me just share this with you. And let me just fix this so you guys can see a little bit better. So basically, the news that we had this morning is you have Uber that came out, Disney came out. We'll look at that. TVA, we haven't traded that in a while. And this afternoon, AMD had pretty good news yesterday. We're going to check that one out. I think Disney did pretty well this morning. DoorDash this afternoon. And then Thursday, Coinbase is going to be a pretty big one. DraftKings, we trade that once in a while, but a lot of the big ones already came out already. So we're going to check out supercomputers because that one also didn't really do that well this morning. So let's check out how those reacted because I know some of us did trade them. SMCI, you could see that one. Let me bring up that right here. So you can see we had a beautiful slingshot. Went from 33 down to about 30 and shot right back up. What else was the big one? AMD did pretty well. Oh, maybe not. Hell of a slingshot. Let me tell you, the afternoons, if you are one of our gold and platinum students, we always talk about the slingshots, how you can get the short, get the long, just put some ridiculous number out there. You just got to take a shot, and you know what? You get filled, you do pretty well. So what I like to do is do doubles. I do like to do a crazy short and a crazy long buy. And so if it hits, it hits. I did it on Tesla when the earnings came out. I actually did pretty well on it. So sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't. So there's always really cool day trade strategies that are out there. So Uber, let's go just check out what happened to Uber. So Uber, same thing. Big pop, really didn't go anywhere. But Uber, let me tell you, pretty strong stock, 60 all the way to 85, $25 bounce from that big crash. It was a big good buy right around that 50. That one did well. What did Race do? Ferrari. Ferrari didn't really do anything. We don't really trade Ferrari, but we'll show you Disney, DIS. Disney obviously doing pretty well here after taking a pretty big hit around 80 to 100, but it's at a major resistance levels. Disney always has a tough time breaking that $100 price range. And we traded Disney before in the past. TEVA, I want to see that one because I haven't traded that in a while. That one's moving up pretty nicely too, but nothing crazy. We'll put that on a watch list too. TEVA. When you have a stock that's got a nice push going into this open and it is trending up like that, usually that's a pretty good sign of continuing. Remember, earnings are the PE ratio of what the stock value is at. They use PE ratio versus, versus stock price, and that's how they kind of get it. So the company does pretty well. And if they have a good phone call regarding what they're projecting, usually that also makes a nice little run. So that pretty much does that with the earnings and stuff like that. So let's go check out what's going on this morning. And, we can't do that. We got to tell you what happened yesterday because some of you didn't show up yesterday and some of you were listening for the first time. So let's just go over and show you some of the stocks that we traded yesterday before we go through that watch list because there were a couple of really nice ones that did move. TOVX Want to bring that up. The nice little cheapie at $1.20 to about $2.60. That did pretty well. Hims did great. Hims has just been on a tear after that news regarding what NVO, what they did with the Wegovy drug. That stock did really good yesterday, right around the 25. It's almost at 50. That stock's opened up almost about 50%. I'm sorry, apologize, almost 100% on that big run up right there. But stock is still really strong. 50 is a really tough number. We're going to check iceberg orders. Patrick, aloha to you too. Are you from Hawaii? From Hawaii? On YouTube. Pretty early pretty late for you. But welcome. Anyway, that one moved up pretty well too. What else we had here? MEGL was another really nice one yesterday. She's moving again this morning. I'm going to put this on the B list. MEGO. Now remember, the reason why we like to look at these stocks from yesterday, because sometimes these day trades turn into another day trade for today, then to a swing trade, and so on from there. A couple other ones, MMLGO. She's back. She's moving again this morning. I don't know what happened this afternoon, yesterday, but she did have a little move. We know the stock very well. Just be very, very, very careful with this stock. All right. What else that we had? Oh, sorry about that. And then we had Pony. That one did great. Yeah, Pony's been doing great. It's been doing phenomenal. And the other big news, and the list goes on and on and on. There was a couple of other ones out there, but I do want to point out, like, okay, LO. So, I don't know if you guys heard on the news, but the Trump administration, listen, two ideologies, the Biden administration and the Trump administration. One is for the Green New Deal with, solar panels and, windmills and, everything when it comes under the electric cars. And the other one is totally anti all that, where it's more of drill, baby, drill, nuclear power, all that. So anyway, they made some type of comment yesterday regarding my nuclear power, and a lot of nuclear stocks did move because of it. And this was one of them. And I think there was a couple of them. SMR is another one too. That was a nuclear power. We had them up here because we were watching for a while. By the way, ASST is moving, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to pop on this stock. We'll just keep an eye on that one. All right. ASST just moved up, just made a really, really nice pop again. Looks like the word's getting out on a little bit on the news. What was the news? We posted it right there. Management combined with Asset Entertainment, NASDAQ, formerly first publicly traded asset management Bitcoin treasury company. There you go. That's the news right there. For some of you need to read that. That's pretty good news. All right. I think. Sometimes you can't interpret the news as a day trader, because sometimes we read it like, okay, what does that really mean to us? But for some people, it does mean a lot, but it is doing pretty well. Great news on that. All right, so anyway, let's go through the watch list and see what's going through that watch list. Let me take this off so you guys can see a little bit better. So we have the ASST, the biggest percentage gainer right now on the NASDAQ. Second one right here is NCEW, but that one gapped up really early this morning, came back down, so that's a scratch right there. MEGO, nice push right there too. Big pop yesterday in the after hours, but now she's starting to back off. I'll put this on the watch list. Like I said, I did it. I just wrote it down, but it's on the B list, not the A list. All right. Sometimes that B list does turn to an A, but we won't know until the market opens up. A couple of the stocks that I'm moving right here, the big percentage gainers that I'm still not a fan of. I don't like the trend. I don't like the volume. The spreads are very ugly. We talk about this all the time. For some of you that are in my phase 3 class that we're going to have this morning at 9:35, we talked about it yesterday. It's all about risk management. Forget about trying to worry about making money. It's all about controlling those losses. Stock's not tradable. You don't want to be in it. So as I was working my way down this list, I didn't see anything I liked. Okay. They all did not have good spreads, good trends, everything else, other than we just need one. And that's that one right there, the ASST. All right. Losers. Didn't see anything on the losers. I didn't see any good dead cat bounces right there. On the New York Stock Exchange, maybe this one right here, the TOV. Oh, by the way, let me bring up the ASST, by the way. Let me bring this up on level 4. Let me show you the right of the chart. So there's a bunch of orders right there. I'm going to zoom out a little bit further. You can see that there's a 61,000 share at 186. So remember what we teach here at Cybertrade University. It's all about following the money. All right. So if you're not following, and I don't know what else she's looking at. It's all about the orders. Oscar, is she moving again? Was it earnings? Probably earnings. Stocks moving. We traded the stock before. Slow, a little dangerous, but I'll put this on the B list. OSCR. We traded the stock before. We did pretty well on this one. GPUS gapped up. The stock's been a really fun stock. You could see here we trade it on this day right here. Was that Monday? Stock had a really nice move, 315 all the way to $8. She's got some good volume this morning. I'm going to put this on the list. GPUS. Something must have came out on it. There's Oscar. And I think I'm done right there. I didn't see anything else I liked. On to the most active. Nothing really there. On the brand name stocks, what do we got going on? Well, let me bring up a 2-day chart. So you got the Tesla they've been watching pretty well. We've always been trading the ETFs. Archer's doing pretty decent. Palantir took a very big hit but came back. A lot of resistance levels at 110. I sold a lot of it. Got a little bit left of that one. If it holds here pretty strong, that's a good sign. And that pretty much does it. I don't really see anything else out there. So not a very, very big list, okay? But still got plenty of time. 15 minutes to the market opens up. Things pop. Things move up. We're going to put it on the watch list. Now, we're going to get ready. We're going to take a 15-minute break. If you're watching on social media, guys, always take your phone, scan the QR code in the right-hand corner. If you want to come join our trading room, we're here all day, live trading. Just all you got to do is click on that. I'm going to be back at 11. We got the podcast. And if you're a student of Cybertrade University, you'll be trading with me live in the morning. And remember, it's not about the winners, it's about the losers. One last thing I want to bring up. Patrick on YouTube says, could you check out TOVX? Let me look what's going on with that. TOVX. So I saw the stock. It's got a nice little push, good volume. I had the orders out here. I looked at the orders right here. You could see right here, there's a pretty big one here at $3, but at $220 and $250 is where you got to be focused at. She's been downtrending ever since. I don't see too many buyers. I see a ladder on the offer, and that's what's preventing me. But you know what? I'll put it on there for you. We'll put it on because, once again, we saw what happened in class. We saw orders get filled, and if orders get filled, stock breaks out, and that's what we're looking for. All right. All right. With that said, guys, let's get ready for the market to open up. I'll see you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. If you're in the trading room, once again, if you're watching live on social media, take your phone, scan the QR code. We'll see you back here in the afternoon here. Let me put this post up here for you. Maybe this was a little bit easier. Maybe you scan that one. You could probably even do a 1-week trial for $9 and join us all week. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. I'll see you the rest of you in class. For the rest of you that are not going to be in my class, Rich and Josh will take care of you in your cyber group room. And like we always say, you see something, you say something. All right. Good luck, everyone. Trade safe.